Imagine waking up to a world where your fortune isn't just safe, it's fortified. What if I told you that the ultra-rich aren't hiding their wealth in vaults during turbulent times? No, they're deploying it in ways that shield them from chaos while amplifying their influence. The wealthy don't just hoard, they give strategically to gain more. Reset-proof philanthropy exposed. Welcome back to Wealth Architect, the show where we don't play by the outdated rules of scrimping and saving for a distant retirement. I'm Dr. Ben, your guide to designing true financial freedom. Today, in video 17, we're flipping the script on what you've been taught about generosity. Forget the fairy tale that the elite are greedy misers clutching their pearls. The reality? Smart giving is their ultimate power play, building empires that withstand economic storms, social upheavals, and even revolutions. If you've ever wondered why billionaires seem untouchable amid crises, stick around. We're exposing how strategic donations create unbreakable shields and open doors to even greater prosperity. By the end, you'll have a comprehensive step-by-step plan to architect your own legacy of influence through giving, complete with real-world examples, detailed tax strategies, and proven case studies from history and recent events. Let's start by shattering the myth. Society paints the wealthy as villains who accumulate endlessly, but history shows the opposite. From Andrew Carnegie funding libraries during industrial unrest in the late 19th century to modern titans like Jeff Bezos pledging billions amid global pandemics, giving isn't a handout, it's a calculated move. During the 2020 COVID crisis, philanthropists like Mackenzie Scott distributed over $14 billion, not out of pure kindness, but to reshape narratives and secure alliances. Reports from inequality.org reveal how these acts dodged massive taxes while cementing elite status. It's not greed, it's genius engineering. Take a closer look at Carnegie. In the 1890s, amid labor strikes and economic inequality, he didn't just build steel empires, he donated to create public libraries across America, over 2,500 of them. This wasn't random, it positioned him as a benefactor of education and progress, deflecting criticism from his business practices. Fast forward to the 2008 financial crisis, Warren Buffett and others ramped up giving to stabilize communities, using vehicles like donor-advised funds to maintain control while gaining public goodwill. Now picture this, a world on edge with rising inequality sparking protests like the 2020 Black Lives Matter movement or the 2024 economic riots. The elite aren't panicking, they're pivoting to philanthropy that quiets the storm. Take the 2025 political violence wave. Donors like those in the Giving Pledge ramped up contributions to community funds, averting backlash. As detailed in Forbes, companies like Patagonia and Marriott used crisis giving to rebuild brands, turning potential PR disasters into loyalty magnets. This isn't random, it's a blueprint for turning vulnerability into victory. For instance, during the 2020 Unrest, billionaires like Michael Bloomberg donated millions to racial justice initiatives, not only addressing immediate needs, but also building networks that enhance their influence in policy circles. Let's expand this twist with more historical depth. Consider John D. Rockefeller in the early 20th century. Amid antitrust lawsuits and public outrage over his oil monopoly, he established the Rockefeller Foundation in 1913, funding public health and education. This move didn't just mitigate legal risks, it transformed his image from robber baron to humanitarian pioneer, allowing his family dynasty to endure for generations. In recent times, during the 2022 energy crisis sparked by geopolitical tensions, oil magnates like those from the Koch network increased grants to energy research and community support, deflecting environmental backlash while securing favorable policies. Another angle. The narrative flips when you see how giving during crises creates asymmetric advantages. In the 2011 European debt crisis, philanthropists like George Soros funded economic think tanks that influenced bailout structures, protecting their global investments. This counterintuitive approach, giving to gain, challenges the zero-sum game of wealth. Instead, it's a multiplier. Donations build social capital that pays dividends in stability and opportunity. Here's where it gets practical. First, master tax-smart giving, the secret sauce for preserving and growing your assets. Under the One Big Beautiful Bill of 2025, high-bracket donors can still deduct up to 35% on contributions exceeding 0.5% of AGI. Donate appreciated stocks, skip capital gains taxes entirely, as Fidelity Charitable explains. Elon Musk transferred billions in Tesla shares to his foundation, slashing his tax bill while funding pet projects. For you, this means turning potential IRS payouts into impact investments. Bundle donations via donor-advised funds for maximum deductions. Fidelity reports these vehicles sheltered over $200 billion last year, letting donors control timing and recipients. Let's break this down further. If you're in the 37% tax bracket, starting in 2026, your deduction might be capped at 35%, so accelerating gifts now could save thousands. For example, a donor with $1 million in AGI donating $300,000 in cash to a public charity can deduct up to 60% of AGI, but combining with appreciated assets bumps it to more. Case in point, during the 2020 pandemic, Jeff Bezos donated $100 million to Feeding America, leveraging deductions while avoiding capital gains on any stock transfers. This strategy not only reduced his taxable income, but positioned Amazon as a crisis hero, boosting stock value indirectly. Explore qualified charitable distributions, QCDs, if you're over 70.5. Direct IRA transfers up to $100,000 annually count towards RMDs without taxable income. In the 2025 retirement squeeze, savvy retirees used this to fund crisis relief, saving on taxes while aiding communities hit by inflation. Another loop. Conservation easements for real estate owners. Donate development rights on land, deduct fair market value, up to 50% of AGI, and protect assets from market volatility. Ranchers in 2024 drought-hit areas did this, preserving family lands while gaining deductions amid agricultural crises. Continue with crypto donations. Appreciated Bitcoin or Ethereum gifts avoid capital gains, as IRS treats them like stocks. During the 2022 crypto winter, donors like those via the Giving Block platform contributed millions to humanitarian aid, turning paper losses into tax wins. For small-scale architects, start with itemized deductions, track volunteer mileage at 14 cents per mile, or non-cash goods via apps like It's Deductible. This builds habits that scale as your wealth grows. One more practical family foundations for multi-generational planning. Set one up with as little as $250,000. It allows controlled giving while employing family members tax efficiently. During the 2025 inheritance tax debate, families used these to transfer wealth preemptively, funding education trusts that shielded assets from estate taxes up to 40%.
But it's more than numbers. In times of social unrest like the 2024 economic riots or the 2025 market crash, strategic giving acts as a buffer. Billionaires funding grassroots initiatives, per the Johnson Center, deflected scrutiny and built community goodwill. Remember, when wealth gaps widen, as Oxfam noted in 2025 with trillionaires emerging, visible giving reframes you as a hero, not a target. It's protection wrapped in purpose. Look at the 2020 protests. Corporations like Nike and individuals like Oprah Winfrey pledged millions to social justice causes, which helped mitigate boycotts and enhanced brand loyalty amid chaos. Imagine escalating protests targeting high-rises in major cities, as seen in 2024 anti-inequality marches. Without a giving strategy, your assets become lightning rods. But elites like Laurene Powell Jobs funded journalism and civic education during these times, per Emerson Collective reports, fostering dialogue that reduced volatility. Pace this with a warning. Ignore unrest and history repeats, French Revolution-style backlash where untaxed wealth fueled guillotines. Modern equivalent? 2025 wealth tax proposals that fizzled partly due to philanthropists lobbying through funded think tanks. Slow the pace for reflection. In quieter moments post-crisis, giving solidifies gains. After 2020 lockdowns, donors like Priscilla Chan and Mark Zuckerberg expanded their Chan-Zuckerberg initiative, focusing on biohubs that advanced science while creating jobs in unstable economies. This pacing, high-tension alerts followed by calm solutions, mirrors how crises unfold, preparing you to act decisively. Heighten again. Global unrest, like 2023 Middle East tensions spilling into supply chains, saw philanthropists fund peace initiatives via organizations like the Carter Center. This not only averted personal investment losses, but positioned donors as geopolitical stabilizers. Pace down with a personal touch. In my experience, clients who gave during 2024 inflation spikes to food banks saw reduced local crime rates, directly safeguarding their properties. Let me share a real story from one of our community architects. During the 2025 market crash, he funneled funds into local housing nonprofits. Not only did he claim estate tax breaks, up to 60% savings on appreciated assets, per Philanthropy.com, but he forged partnerships that opened doors to asymmetric investments. His net worth? It rebounded stronger, insulated from the fallout. This is the high-impact cycle. Give to causes that solve real problems, like Wells Fargo's disaster relief strategies, and watch your influence soar. Wave higher with inspiration. Picture the joy of a family escaping poverty through your funded scholarship, real impact from Gates's education grants during COVID school disruptions, touching millions. Then dip to vulnerability. Without this, crises erode wealth. Recall 2008 foreclosures that wiped out middle-class savings. Rise again. A tech entrepreneur I know donated to education funds during the 2020 school closures. By supporting remote learning initiatives, she not only deducted the full fair market value of her stock gifts, but built alliances with policymakers, leading to favorable regulations for her business. Crest with fulfillment. Or consider a family office that gave to food security programs amid 2024 supply chain disruptions. They avoided estate taxes on $5 million in assets while creating a network that provided early warnings on market shifts. Low point reflection. Many regret not acting sooner, as post-2025 surveys showed 40% of high net worth individuals wished they'd given more strategically during unrest. Peak impact. In South Africa, during apartheid-era unrest, philanthropists like the Oppenheimer family funded education, which not only mitigated social tensions, but created a skilled workforce for their mining operations. Globally, during the 2011 Arab Spring, donors backed democracy initiatives, securing influence in emerging markets. This wave of real change brings profound satisfaction, turning giving into a legacy that outlives you. Now, let's sequence this into actionable steps, expanding each for clarity. Start with counterintuitive choices. Fund counter-cyclical causes during downturns. While others cut back, elites double down, as McKinsey advised in 2020 Crisis Insights. For instance, during the 2008 recession, the Rockefeller Foundation increased grants to economic recovery programs, which helped stabilize communities and position them as leaders in global finance reform. Next, layer in community-focused efforts to navigate unrest. Support education and health in volatile areas, mirroring CARE's global responses to create lasting alliances. Take the 2020 COVID response. Bill Gates, through his foundation, funded vaccine distribution, influencing global health policy and protecting his interests in biotech. Ready for your charity blueprint? This is detailed, so follow along. We'll cover assessment, vehicles, targeting, measurement, engagement, and scaling, with real examples. Step 1. Assess your assets. Identify appreciated holdings for tax-efficient transfers. Avoid estate taxes that could claim 40% otherwise, as Tax Policy Center outlines. Substep.
Review your portfolio for stocks held over a year. Calculate potential gains. Example, if you have $500,000 in appreciated real estate, donating it directly skips gains tax and deducts full value. Payoff, immediate tax savings, freeing capital for reinvestment. Step 2. Choose vehicles wisely. Private foundations offer control but require 5% annual payouts. Donor-advised funds from Vanguard or Schwab provide flexibility without the hassle. Case study, Mackenzie Scott used DAFs to distribute $14 billion rapidly during COVID, maintaining anonymity while maximizing deductions. Payoff, retain control over timing, turning giving into a strategic asset. Step 3. Target crises strategically. Fund rapid response efforts like Global Giving's Hope in Crisis Fund to gain visibility and networks. In 2022 Ukraine aid, donors like those via Razom built international clout. Substep, research ongoing crises, 2025 climate disasters or political instability, and align with your expertise. Example, during the 2024 riots, funding community policing reforms helped donors like George Soros influence criminal justice policies. Payoff, networks that open doors to exclusive deals. Step 4. Measure and multiply. Track impact through metrics, lives touched, policies influenced to refine and scale. Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisor's Guide emphasizes this for sustained power. Substep, use tools like dashboards from Charity Navigator, set quarterly reviews. Real world, Gates Foundation measures vaccine distribution success, adjusting strategies based on data from pandemics. Payoff, data-driven refinements that amplify returns. Step 5. Engage allies. Join networks like the Giving Pledge to amplify reach and protection. As PMC studies show, collective elite giving shapes global agendas. Substep, attend summits or form coalitions, share resources. Example, during 2020 Unrest, the Ford Foundation collaborated with others on racial equity funds, creating a $1 billion impact pool. Payoff, multiplied influence through partnerships.
Step 6. Integrate with business. Align giving with your ventures for dual benefits. Substep. Fund causes that support your industry, like tech donors backing STEM education. Case. Patagonia's environmental grants during climate crises enhance their brand while deducting millions. Payoff. Business growth tied to social good. Step 7. Monitor legal changes. With 2026 tax caps, plan ahead. Substep. Consult advisors annually. Example. High net worth families accelerated 2025 gifts to beat the 0.5% AGI floor. Payoff. Stay ahead of reforms, maximizing savings. Step 8. Build resilience. Fund long-term recovery, not just immediate aid. Substep. Allocate 70% to recovery phases per Center for Disaster Philanthropy. Case. Post-2008, Buffett's grants to job training programs created lasting economic buffers. Payoff. Enduring stability for your empire. This blueprint delivers massive payoffs, from tax shields to influence moats. Expand with a full case study, the Koch brothers' philanthropy during economic downturns. They funded think tanks and education initiatives influencing policy on deregulation, which protected their energy empire amid crises. Your reward? A fortified legacy. But beware the pitfalls. Avoid self-serving traps like Musk's foundation maneuvers critiqued in Katie Couric's report. True power comes from authentic impact, not optics. Common mistakes. Over-focusing on short-term relief without recovery. Studies show only 30% of disaster giving goes to long-term needs. Or ignoring local input, leading to ineffective aid, as seen in some Haiti earthquake responses. Correct these for optimal payoffs. Ultimately, this strategy resets your wealth game. In a world of resets, economic, social, political, philanthropy is your unbreakable moat. Billionaires like Gates use it to influence health policy globally, per BU's analysis. You can too.
starting small but scaling smart. Consider the Giving Pledge. Signatories' collective wealth grew 283% since inception, yet their giving shaped agendas on poverty and climate. Let's add more layers. During the 2023 to 2025 inflation spikes, strategic givers funded anti-poverty programs, reducing unrest risks. Or in Brazil, amid political turmoil, donors like Jorge Paulo Lemann backed education reforms, protecting investments while gaining favor. For ultra-high net worth, combine CRTs and CLTs. A charitable remainder trust lets you receive income while deducting the remainder value, ideal for crisis-proofing estates. Example, a $10 million trust could yield $500,000 annually for life, with the rest to charity, saving millions in taxes. Payoff, lifetime income plus legacy. Think about the ripple effects. Your giving doesn't just protect you, it uplifts communities, fostering stability that benefits everyone. In our Wealth Architect Circle, members report not only financial gains, but deeper fulfillment from seeing real change. One architect funded youth programs amid 2025 unrest, turning potential adversaries into advocates. Another supported mental health services during COVID, building a network that led to investment opportunities in wellness tech. Now, to extend this blueprint, let's simulate a live Q&A with questions from our community. This adds layers of practicality, ensuring you can apply everything immediately. First, how do I start if I'm not a billionaire? Begin with a DAF. Minimums are as low as $5,000 at some providers. Example, contribute $10,000 in appreciated stock, deduct it, and grant over time to crisis funds, like those for 2025 natural disasters. This scales your impact without massive upfront wealth. Second, what about international giving? During global crises like Ukraine 2022, use organizations like Razom for tax benefits under U.S. rules. Deduct up to 60% AGI for cash to qualified foreign charities via U.S. intermediaries. Example, donors funded refugee aid, building global networks while claiming deductions. Third, how to measure ROI. Use impact reports. Track metrics like cost per life improved. Gates Foundation's annual letters provide models. Apply this to your gifts during 2024 economic shifts for refined strategies. Fourth, can giving protect against reputational risks? Absolutely. During 2020 corporate scandals, firms like Johnson & Johnson donated to health equity, rebuilding trust. Stats. Brands with strong CSR see 4% higher loyalty, as per Nielsen reports. Fifth, what if taxes change drastically? Stay agile. Bunch donations in high deduction years. Post-2026 reforms use carry-forwards, deduct excess over 5 years. Families did this in 2025 to preempt caps. Sixth, how to involve family. Create junior boards in foundations. Teach kids through matching gifts. During family wealth transfers amid 2025 estate debates, this educated heirs while optimizing taxes. Seventh, best causes for tech entrepreneurs? Fund AI ethics or digital access during cyber unrest. Donors like Sam Altman backed open source initiatives in 2024, protecting industry while gaining insights. Eighth, avoiding scams in giving? Vet via GuideStar or Charity Watch. Focus on 501c3s. Amid 2025 fraud spikes, smart donors used blockchain-tracked platforms for transparency. Ninth, combining with impact investing? Yes, donate to funds that yield returns, like Acumen Fund during poverty crises. This blends philanthropy with profit, as seen in 2020 social bonds. 10th, long-term giving versus short-term giving. Balance 30% immediate disaster relief with 70% enduring endowments. Post-2008, this mix helped donors like Soros sustain influence. Let's explore a case. Chuck Feeney, the billionaire who wasn't, gave $8 billion anonymously, including during Irish peace processes, building quiet influence without fanfare.
More on taxes. For 2026, with the 0.5% floor, bunching, combining years of giving, maximizes deductions. If AGI is $500,000, donate $50,000 this year instead of $25,000 annually, claiming full benefits. Another case, Oprah's own foundation during media crises funded empowerment programs, enhancing her brand amid scandals. For real estate moguls, donate easements during urban unrest, protect properties while deducting values, as done in 2024 city revitalizations. Incorporate ESG, align giving with environmental goals during climate shifts. Donors like Bezos' Earth Fund in 2025 influenced green policies, safeguarding investments. Family philanthropy pitfalls? Avoid nepotism. Set clear governance, as Rockefeller descendants did to endure centuries. Global examples? In India, amid 2023 farmer protests, donors funded agricultural tech, stabilizing supply chains for their businesses. Tech-specific. During 2024 AI ethics debates, philanthropists backed research, shaping regulations favorably. Health crises. Post-COVID, fund biotech. Moderna backers gained from vaccine philanthropy. Economic loops. In recessions, job creation grants yield talent pools. Scale small. Start with $100 monthly to microlending via Kiva during local downturns. Measure social return. Use SROI formulas. $1 donated yields $4 to $7 in value, per studies. Community building. Host giving circles. Amplify small donations during neighborhood unrest.
Legacy planning. Wills with charitable bequests reduce estate taxes by 100% on those portions. Crypto evolution. NFT donations for art causes during market crashes. Corporate tie-ins. Employee matching boosts morale amid layoffs. Avoid overgiving. Set 1 to 5% net worth annually, scaling with crises. Inspirational close. Your first gift could spark a chain. Start today. If this blueprint resonates, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more designs to dominate your destiny. Share your giving stories in the comments. How has strategic philanthropy shielded you? Join our architect community at wealtharchitectpodcast.com for exclusive blueprints and expert convos. Remember, we're not followers, we're builders. Let's design your freedom together. See you next time.